What do you need to hear right now? What is pressing? We are doing elementals. So it is going to be, let me look, earth, water, air, and fire. Full clarifications. Please remember, I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. You can also check your sun, moon, rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Let us get into it. And now with the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, what do you need to know right now? What do you need to hear? Also, the mid-months will be coming out shortly. What do you need to hear? One more. Wow. Okay. Interesting. That's a lot. We're not going to take all those. Okay. Earth signs. Overall energy for your reading is number 35, first chakra, Archangel Michael. This is your stability, your security, kind of also fight, flight. It's like the lowest of energies one could be sat in. With the coffin card, it's interesting because I feel like you're transmuting this energy. You're shifting out of this. It's time to end being in that. It's not necessarily your stability and security, although that can be shifting as well. But it definitely feels like you're moving out of that fight or flight kind of energy, survivalist energy. We have the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is like a rite of passage. It is moving into calmer emotional and mental waters after a time of, well, stormy energy, hard times, difficult emotional times, mental and emotional times. We have the Five of Wands. That's drama, chaos, conflict for sure. And then we have the Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. When the Magician appears in a reading for me, it means that you're actually manifesting something on purpose or attempting to. I will say that we manifest every second of every day, whether we're aware of it or not. So earth signs, underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. But we have number 27, walking away, pertaining to number 18, child. Honestly, it feels like you're walking away from your child behavior, childlike behavior, something childish, if you will, or someone, take it how it resonates. We have an Emperor, Aries energy specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like the Emperor is telling you to take a leadership role in your own life, that you're now bossing up, you're leveling up. It's time to really, for some of you, you could even be becoming your own boss. You could also be, there we go. My chat wasn't showing up, excuse me. And side note, I read the chat when I'm in the middle of shuffling, never while I'm doing a reading. So I'm not ignoring anybody. I'll get to you here momentarily. With the Emperor, again, you could be becoming your own boss. You could be bossing up, becoming more of a leadership role, but mainly in your own life, right? We have the 10 of Wands. I feel like you're finally dropping the burdens, which again would be like that childish energy. And then we have a King of Cups. Pisces specifically, but it's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Could be somebody you're dealing with, have in your life, in your chart. And I'm not going to clarify these, but I will say we have an Empress. And the reason I wanted to pull the Empress is because you do have a very powerful union here with the Emperor and the Empress. It's a power couple. Now, you don't have to be lovers, but you can be. The Emperor or the Empress is Taurus, Libra energy, and it's all about new beginnings. Also, prosperity, abundance, and turning your dreams into reality. And then we do have the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. You're gaining a new perspective. screw it. I will verify, or I will clarify those as well. So I definitely feel like you're transmuting out of this fight or flight kind of energy, the lowest vibrational energy that you could be in. What is the Six of Swords for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn? Six of Swords. Nice. So that rite of passage is being clarified by the Sun card, the Lovers card. That's Sun is Leo, Lovers is Gemini, and the Seven of Wands. I honestly feel like you're finally finding your Sun, the happiest card in the deck. Joy, happiness, abundance, prosperity. I also feel like it's illuminating this soulmate connection. And I definitely feel like the Emperor and the Empress, not the highest in my opinion. The highest would be the Hierophant and the High Priestess spiritually. But 3D wise, the Emperor and the Empress are a force to be reckoned with. With the Seven of Wands, I feel like not only is it illuminating it, but I feel like there could have been some, if this person's already in your life, which I feel like they probably are, there could have been some conflict, some tense energy, mainly a feeling of you possibly being standoffish, and far worse than that, being combative or disconnected. I feel like you are shifting that energy and protecting it more so, your happiness, your joy. You're taking your power back, Leo energy, with the Strength card. What's the Five of Wands? So that Five of Wands is being clarified by the Hanged Man, the Emperor, Aries energy, Pisces on the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Wands. So whatever the conflict, the drama, the chaos was, I feel like you're gaining a new perspective on the Emperor. Now, you could be, either you're embodying the Emperor or somebody else is, and you are either embodying the Empress or there's two people here, okay? You're gaining a new perspective on the Emperor, or the role of the Emperor, if you will. Again, it could be a boss, somebody who takes a leadership role, somebody who definitely takes a leadership role in their own life. And I feel like it could have been the conflict pertaining to the Emperor, or you needing to embody the Emperor energy. With the Eight of Wands, this is passion and forward momentum, possible communication coming in. But again, there's a gaining a new perspective. What is the Magician? Ooh. Interesting. So the Magician is being clarified by the Five of Wands. I feel like you're coming to the awareness that you had been manifesting or creating. We do it all every day, every second of every day. But your default mode was chaos and drama. And I feel like you're understanding that. With the Hermit card, Virgo energy, this is about going within, figuring out who you truly are, what you're truly passionate about, what your wish fulfillment is, and really understanding that you are spirit having a human experience, and that you have far more control over the way that your life plays out than you possibly have been embodying, if you will. With the Fool card, Aquarius, Aries energy, you're beginning a new cycle. Nice. Let's get to the underlying. Again, I feel like you're walking away from this childlike behavior. Who or what is the Emperor? I heard the Boss of Bosses. Nice. So the Emperor is being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. This is the energy of somebody who is emotionally and mentally, not mentally, well, probably that too, but emotionally and vibrationally exhausted. They have been burning the candle at both ends. They have been trying to balance Possibly their grounded stability, their finances feels most likely like it's your energy. With the Seven of Swords, for me, the Seven of Swords is strategy, but it also could be deceit and or maybe even lying by omission with the High Priestess. So that High Priestess energy is your higher self. It is your spiritual guidance. It also could be whoever the Pisces is that the King of Cups is also the High Priestess, highly intuitive, psychic, kind, caring, compassionate. It could even be the spiritual coach, but it feels like whoever the Emperor energy is, they've been trying to balance maybe work life. It's just been exhausting. And the energy feels more like somebody who is attempting to strategize or somehow receive more from this High Priestess, whether it be an embodiment of somebody and or just their higher self. They're looking for the sun, the happiness, the happiest card in the deck, joy, happiness, success, creativity, abundance, prosperity. With the Taurus Hierophant, now you have the highest couple, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. There could be a spiritual ascension taking place where this power couple, Emperor and Empress, are moving into the higher spiritual couple. Again, the Hierophant, higher level of commitment. So what is the Ten of Wands? Hello, everybody. I will read the chat here in just a minute. Not ignoring, I promise. Where did it go? Where did the card go? Oh my goodness. It flew down here somewhere. Oh, it's behind me. Oh my goodness. That was interesting. So the Ten of Wands is being clarified by the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, the Judgment in the reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles. So the burdens that I feel like you're letting down is no longer feeling left out in the cold, lacking in confidence, or, well, I heard self-respect. Interesting. Also financial difficulties. With the Judgment in the reverse, it doesn't feel like, it almost feels like you're coming back around again, and or I just feel like your energy is coming back around again. Things are coming back around. And I feel like you're more on top of things. This is you, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Specifically, it's Capricorn, but this is your energy, taking your power back, being more in your feminine energy as well. It feels as though, ooh, maybe you had changed roles with somebody. Maybe you were, there could be role change because we have a Queen of Cups on the bottom. Although, again, we have a King of Cups and a Queen of Cups. So, and by changing roles, it should flow. We should each be in our masculine and feminine equally as needed. But it could have been that you had a mix where one person was taking on roles, whatever. I feel like that's a side note. Who or what is this King of Cups? Okay, so the King of Cups is being clarified by the Ace of Wands, brand new passionate beginning with this person, creativity, magic. It is Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the Page of Wands in the reverse, which makes me feel like they're not necessarily taking action, but there is the opportunity. And in essence, I guess that means you would need to take action. With the Nine of Pentacles, not only is this wish fulfillment, but I feel like this person is able to, well, together you're able to reap the rewards of the fruits of your labor. With the Six of Swords, again, that was the first card that came out. This situation might have been going through some turbulent times, and it's moving into calmer emotional and energetic mental waters. What is the Empress. Who is the Empress? That was a lot. Okay. So that Empress energy is being clarified by a Queen of Wands, Aries energy specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, higher level of commitment. The Sun card, Leo energy, happiest card in the deck, and the Two of Cups. So this new beginning could be with the Aries and or the water sign. Take it all how it resonates. This feels more like an energy. This is the energy of passion, drive, forward momentum, magic. It's somebody who's very charismatic and magnetic. It's somebody who really does go after what it is that they desire. And again, the higher level of commitment, the happiest card in the deck, which is prosperity, abundance, creativity, and romance. Lastly, what is the Hanged Man? The Hanged Man's being clarified by the Hanged Man. Interesting. Okay. So I feel like the Hanged Man, the new perspective is allowing you to gain a new perspective on the Emperor in the reverse, the Lovers in the reverse, and the Knight of Pentacles. Interesting, because I feel as though the Emperor in the reverse is the energy that you're coming out of. I feel like you are the Emperor, frankly. The Emperor in the reverse is somebody who is very ungrounded, unstable. They are, well, childlike, childish. It's the energy of somebody who doesn't take a leadership role in their own life. They could be very bad at business, very bad leader, boss. And the Lovers in the reverse feels very much like, it almost feels like there's an energy of lacking in connection. So a soulmate is a soulmate regardless, but in the reverse, it feels as though somebody wasn't, well, I heard doing their part, but I feel like it's so much more than that. Energetically aware. Does that make, I feel like there's another word that I meant to use. It feels like they're not playing their part, but I don't know how to get that out in any other way than just to say they're not playing their part. With the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like this has been a slow realization for you, Earth signs. I feel like it's taken you a long time, but slow and steady does win the race. Okay. So this energy down here with that Six of Swords, when you're finally understanding your sun, your happiness, your everything, is this soulmate connection. This is the energy. It's almost like, no, I don't want this. I don't want part of this soulmate. It's almost like you were pushing against it or pushing it away, or just like, I guess, not playing your part. So, all right. I was going to say there was one more card. Number 44, it's time to let go. What are we letting go of? Our old vibration, the fight or flight, the childish behavior for the majority of you. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle, read the chat, and we will move on to the water signs. Hello, Vicky. Uh-oh. You retracted your message. I didn't get to see it. Hi, Levi. Thank you, Charlotte. You have a question? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Marilindy. I don't know if I said that right. Marilindy? I don't know. Hello. Okay, shuffle, and we will move on to the water signs. So I do super chat questions. It's a $5 minimum, 1 question per super chat. If you're more interested in a personal reading, you can email me and or Facebook message me. The information's in the description box. And you never know. It might come up in the reading. I still have water, air, and fire left to do. Oh, I see, Vicky. I'm excited for the mid-months to come out. They'll start coming out on Friday, but I have a bit to do on Friday. So besides my live, I have other things scheduled, clients scheduled. So yes, of course. Yeah, I always recommend listening to the, not that, you know, all I'm here for is assistance. Like, money is great and all, but at the end of the day, I just want people to get what it is that they need to hear. So I always recommend watching the reading for your signs, because you never know. I mean, maybe nothing will come out, but maybe it will. One never knows. Although I do recommend personal readings if you are feeling like super stuck, or feel like you're getting mixed messages in readings. Oakley dokley. All right, I'm gonna go into water. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, what you need to hear right now. What do you need to hear? Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I do give my feeling on the card. Ooh, interesting. Along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Also, water signs, you could be dealing with an earth sign. It might benefit you to watch that reading. Interesting. I'm getting the song, It's Been a Hard Day's Night. And I've been working like a dog. Okay. Interesting, because Earth sign got the same card in the same location. Number 35, first chakra archangel Michael. And it is pertaining to number 4, courtship. Stability and security. But again, this is kind of the lowest chakra. You could feel with this courtship stability and security, but there also could be an energy of fight or flight. So I heard check yourself before you wreck yourself. I don't know. We have a Queen of Wands, which also showed up in the Earth sign reading. Aries specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. This is passion, drive, forward momentum, somebody who takes action on what it is that they desire. Well, I heard star of the show. They're also an energy of charisma and like all eyes on them. This feels very magical, humorous. For some reason, I feel like this person has humor or is funny. Interesting. We have the Ace of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. A brand new way of thinking, believing, communication, truth, honesty. Could be receiving downloads, intuition, guidance at this time. And then the Four of Swords. Love the Four of Swords. This is all about rest and rejuvenation. It is about meditation, receiving, again, guidance, downloads, intuition. There could be something going on around the full moon, which happens to be in the sign of Scorpio. Maybe that's why it popped up. For me, it's on the 12th. Yes, full moon in Scorpio on the 12th. 11th, 12th, I will say, because I don't know what. I think this is a European calendar, so it's going to be a different time than where I'm at. Anyways, underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of. We have number 26, hostilities. Arrgh. Feisty energy. And it's pertaining to number 10, journey. So you could be on a new journey. There actually could be a move in the forecast for you, so take that how it resonates. But the hostility energy feels very snappy, like quick to, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I am so sorry. My kitten has been gone all morning and I just seen him outside and I was like, I'm not gonna lose the chance to get that little stinker in the house. So the journey with the hostilities could be your energy, could be somebody you're dealing with, but it just feels like quick to anger or frustration, or I mean, a journey. It feels like a lot of different things. It feels like it could be, for some of you, it's a vibrational shift. For others, there could be more like dark night of the soul kind of energy. And then for some of you, it's like, yeah, you've got to take a trip or you're moving and it feels very on edge or just like quick to anger, but it's something energetic. There's something energetic. And I honestly feel like you're dealing with an earth sign or somebody who has earth in their chart, or you have earth in your chart. Because this feels very playing off of that same reading. We have the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is emotional detachment. And then we have that Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving knight in the deck. So interesting. I'm going to pull this one too, the 10 of Pentacles. So what I find interesting is we have the Eight of Cups. We're emotionally detaching because we're in search of our Nine of Cups. We want wish fulfillment and emotional sovereignty. We don't want to feel the hostilities with things that are coming up, right? With the Knight of Pentacles, that's about a very long, slow journey towards what? The 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is stability and security. It's also longevity, something very long term. And it's been, tens are yes an ending. So in essence, you'll be getting an ace at some point, which is a new opportunity. But I feel like this is the building upon that stability and security. But let's clarify and find out what's really going on here. Who or what is this Queen of Wands? Oh. All righty. Queen of Wands is being clarified by the Tower, Scorpio, Aries energy. Yeah, something's going to transpire around that full moon. The Tower card is a major shift and change. Things that aren't built on a steady foundation crumbling to the ground. And it's interesting because it's life-changing. That could be the journey or the trip. Oh, no, I don't want to say that. For some of you, there could be something with your house. It would be a forced change and one that was necessary, but it would maybe not feel great. I don't like that energy. I don't think that's for everybody. The Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is daydreaming. It's about visualizing all of these things, but there is a necessity to be careful because you don't want to be living in fantasy land. And in essence, you also want to be picking like one that you're focused on because some of the cups here have some not fun things in them. Uh, I also feel like with the temperance card, all of this is, again, divine timing. Something's meant to transpire. I will say that what is not meant for you will fall away. So I feel like you have to keep your thoughts pure and positive. I'm starting to get really emotional, like wanting to cry for some reason here. We have the Judgment on the bottom of the deck. Scorpio energy. You need to surrender to what is and meditate. Like, what's the Ace of Swords? I cannot shake that emotion. Like, there's something I want to cry about. Like, maybe there's something that needs to come out for you. We have the Knight of Swords, the fastest moving knight in the deck, the 10 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles, same cards in the underlying. So the clarity, the truth, the new way of thinking, believing. The Knight of Swords, again, fastest moving knight in the deck, makes me feel like there's an epiphany or like a bolt of lightning, like, I get it. Something pertaining to your stability and security. This 10 of Pentacles could be work, home, with the Knight of Pentacles, again, slowest moving knight in the deck. There's something that's taken some time to get to. And there could even be some arguments at home due to it. Some kind of hostilities. What is the Four of Swords? Ooh, nice. So the healing, the resting, rejuvenation, the receiving guidance downloads, the meditation. We have the Empress card. Taurus, Libra energy. This is a brand new beginning. It is a time to turn those dreams and desires into something tangible, into reality, grounded, stable. It's, again, prosperity, abundance, and new beginnings. A rebirth, if you will. You could be going through a rebirth with the Six of Swords that is moving into calmer emotional and mental waters after a time of hostility, like rough time, right? With the Four of Pentacles, I feel like you maybe were, I heard, shortchanged. You could have been having some financial difficulties, but that's just a byproduct of an energy that you were sat in. I'll also say that you've been holding on or holding out for a major shift and change, a transformation, which I feel like you're getting. But the journey itself could have been tedious and long. The Death card, Scorpio energy, is transmutation. And I feel like you've been holding on to that, waiting for that. What is the Eight of Cups? What are we emotionally detaching from? Poverty. Oh, okay. No, I'll leave that one there. I'll set it there. So we're emotionally detaching from the Six of Pentacles, a feeling of begging, or it's like, if you look at this picture, we've got some head cheese here, right? The prestigious one. And you've got these people begging, and it just feels like not being able to get a foothold, not being able to, like, there's a balancing of scales that takes place. And on a spectrum, you've got poverty, wealth. The key is to, in essence, know because as one, it's opposites. And there's a word that is escaping me at the moment. But either way, when you have one thing, extremes, you can get the other extreme. I feel like you've been in a low extreme and you're about to shift into a new extreme. But to make sure that we're not doing extremes and trying to stay balanced. Either way, I feel like you're emotionally detaching from this poverty mindset that you have to be a beggar or that somebody has to support you or supply for you. With the King of Wands, okay, so the King of Wands is specifically Sag, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. So you've got fire energy here twice now. This is somebody who could be an entrepreneur. Again, charismatic. They are passion driven, go after what it is that they desire. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which I feel like you're emotionally detaching from this person to be more emotionally sovereign. And I feel like you maybe felt like you had to beg for energy, or because Pentacles is energy. It's not just finances. Finances is a byproduct of your energy. And I feel like you maybe had to, or you felt like you had to beg on some level. With the Ace of Swords, that's truth, clarity, a new way of thinking. I will tell you, the 10 of Swords is you. You are the puppet master to the people, places, and situations that come into your life. They are a reflection of the vibration you are sat in. So you're putting an end to that vibration, to the thoughts and the belief systems that create that. What is this Knight of Pentacles? I heard always a bridesmaid, never a bride. Weird. Wow. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles is being clarified by the Lovers, soulmate connection, the Strength card, Leo energy, and the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. It's taken a time. It's been a journey. But you have when it comes to a soulmate connection, you are taking your power back and you are actually viewing or perceiving it completely differently, which is what happens when you understand the law of vibration and the laws of the universe. That it isn't them doing things to you, it is you doing things to you, and they're just the messenger. Again, if you're looking for a spiritual life coach and or manifestation coach or mentor, email me or Facebook message me. What is the 10 of Pentacles? I heard this struggle is real. I don't know what just happened there. Okay. That 10 of Pentacles is being clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. Progress being made seemingly out of nowhere after a time of major stagnancy, windfall of sorts, 10 of Wands, dropping the burdens. So with the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, we're talking about a spiritual awakening of sorts, going through the dark night of the soul and coming out the other half, the other end. With the 9 of Wands, I feel like you're finally dropping the burdens, the things you've been holding on to, past experiences that maybe you're like, oh yeah, forgive, but never forget. No, forget. There's no need to hold on to them. They're not part of who you are. Your story isn't you. You are spirit having a human experience. You are incredibly powerful and a beautiful being. This is just a meat suit, and we get to use it to experience this 3D reality. But all this is an experience. The Chariot card, Cancer energy, victory, success, and forward momentum, most likely with some recognition. So on a relationship, when it comes to relationship, water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, I definitely feel like if there's been a time of turbulence, you're moving to calmer waters. Financially as well. I will say that for some of you, the calmer waters could possibly be a breakup. Take that how it resonates for you. And for some of you, I definitely feel like you were definitely moving. There's an actual move taking place in your experience. as well as there could be an ending of one job and the beginning of a new. And then for others, it's that you're moving out of turbulent times with the same person, moving into a new cycle with the same person. So your timing card. By the end of the week, number 51, and it's in the past. Ooh, let the past go. It's in the past. Let it go. And by the end of the week, which is not the 12th, but it's pretty mother trucking close. It's like a day. Ooh, but time zone, remember, I think that maybe it could be on Sunday that we have that full moon. Anyway, I'm going to shuffle, read the chat, and I will move on to the air signs. So you've been getting epiphanies from other signs that aren't yours. It's interesting because we do the signs because it's meant to, you know, for more or less the universe knows who's going to watch whenever they watch eventually, which is why I always say, regardless of the timing, if you're drawn to watch a reading, like a title pops out to you, or let's say it randomly clicks on, watch it. Even if it's not your sign, even if it's a year old, if something pops out to you, the universe is like, here's your sign. Like, this is for you. So even if it's not your sign, but like maybe there's something about it that draws you to it or whatever, watch it. It is for you. There are no accidents or coincidences. And if we're open to being led and guided, we will be led and guided to exactly what it is that we need to hear at the right time. It's when we're like, oh no, that's not my sign, I'm not going to watch it. That's when, you know, or, oh, that's a year ago, I don't want to listen to that. It's our logical ego mind that tries to veer us on a different path. Okay. Only 3 more decks to shuffle. I'm kidding, only 2. And then we'll get to the air. And I always leave the timestamps after we're done here to make it easier. Also, I want to give a big thank you and shout out to all of my subscribers, as well as my extended and gratitude group members. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for all of the likes, the shares, the subscribes. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my cold coffee. Oh, I like dandelions. Okay, we're going into air signs. What you need to hear right now, air signs. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I do give my feeling on the card along with any channeled messages that come my way. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to watch your other placement. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Ooh, down that went. And or cross watch for somebody that you are dealing with. Okay. Air signs. Okay. Overall energy for your reading is number 28, victory. Feeling very victorious, pertaining to number 36, distant horizon, something that's coming in the future, which can be definitely something to get excited about. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. That's where I like to see the Five of Pentacles. This feeling of a lack or not being good enough or not having enough, financial constraints. It's going to be in the past. And the reason I feel like it's going to be in the past, or maybe it's starting now, is, you know, you're feeling victorious about something in the distant horizon. So something's definitely coming in for you. And I feel like just the knowing of that, whatever that is, feels very much like it's pulling you out of this feeling of lack or being left out in the cold or not good enough, lacking self-confidence. Interesting, I heard self-control for some of you. With the Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords is a few things. It could be self-deception, but more than anything, it normally talks about strategy. And we have the Queen of Swords. Well, that's just you, air sign. Specifically Libra. It does talk about balance, but it's you. It's your energy. Being back in your power, having focus on what it is that you desire, clarity and truth. In the bottom of the deck. On the bottom of the deck, that which you may or may not be aware of, we have number 46, Chakra Archangel Metatron. That is clarity of thought, your third eye, and it's pertaining to number 4, courtship. Interesting. So, I mean, this is like personal vision. And it's talking about like having insight, clarity, pertaining to this courtship. Well, I think what it's saying is that you have a knowing when it comes to a soulmate connection, the lovers, Gemini energy. I also feel like with the 10 of Cups, this is something that is going to last for some time. It's also happy family, unconditional love. Yes, it's a 10. In this case, I feel like this is what you're understanding this is meant to be. With the Justice card, it's also Libra energy, very balanced. And again, the reason I feel like you're aware of what this is because it's just a measly old courtship. It's like somebody comes in and courtship to me is like dating. It's an older term, but it's like dating. And immediately, you know, there's something that triggers or clicks. You know, this is a soulmate. You know, this is unconditional love, long-term, and that there is balance in this situation. So, shall we do a little clarifying? That was interesting. My back gate just slammed. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. What is the 5? Ooh. Ooh la la. I'm just kidding. I don't know where that came from. Somewhere it came from somewhere. I'm being joined with energy and I don't know more than that at this time. So I will let you know if more comes out. So the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse is being clarified by the Lovers in the reverse. Gemini energy, the judgment call. The judgment call. Maybe you're making a judgment call. The judgment card, Scorpio energy. And the 2 of Wands. So the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like there's something that you're moving away from. Now, in essence, it's vibration first before you shift or change anything. So on some level, I feel like there's been an emotional detachment. I also feel as though, okay, I heard 5-finger death punch. I think it's a band. That could be relevant for somebody. And there could have been somebody stealing from you. Anyways, the 5 of Pentacles, I feel like you may have been in a situation that wasn't meant to last or wasn't necessarily a soulmate. It could have just been, it just wasn't right. I don't know how else to put it. I know somebody wants me to say karmic, but I don't believe that, I mean, everybody is a karmic. Like karma is your energy coming back to you. That is what a karmic is. It is, karma is literally as you, whatever you're emanating comes back to you. So you can call it a karmic if you want. Soulmates, I guess, can be both, but good karma, bad karma. I mean, it's whatever you're putting out. But this is not something that was meant to last. With a judgment, I feel like you made a judgment call, I guess. And not only, it almost feels like you took your power back. That you no longer felt, well, I heard ashamed. Wow. There's something nefarious or like almost disgusting with this situation. And I don't know whose situation this is. You're going to know if this is yours. But the judgment call is surrendering to what is and moving in a new direction. Like, well, I heard nobody puts baby in a corner. So it's almost like you've taken your power back. With the Two of Wands, that's the minor arcana of the World card, which to me tells me you're turning your back on whatever this was, is, and moving in a new direction. With the Fool card, a new cycle beginning. Aquarius, Aries energy. What is the Seven of Swords? Okay, I keep hearing a whole new world. La 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 la. I don't know all the words. Okay. All right, the Seven of Swords is being clarified, which I will say, I feel like once you turn your back on whatever the situation is, that it is strategy that we're moving toward. And I also feel like self-deception, like you're cutting out the self-deception. Ace of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Scorpio. Brand new emotional experience. King of Cups, possibly with a Pisces. I also feel like you could even be having a new emotional experience that's highly spiritual. Pisces energy specifically is highly intuitive, psychic. It is kind, caring, compassionate. So if this isn't a new person coming in for you, the soulmate, it also could pertain to your spiritual gifts coming online. We do have an Emperor. That's about, it's Aries energy, by the way. That's about taking leadership role in your own life. Following your heart with that King of Cups, but also Emperor is being accountable, really. You could even become your own boss or be getting promoted to being a boss. We have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is recognition, public recognition for some, but it's small level of fame for some. You could be receiving some kind of an award, or for some of you, there's something about recognizing a Three of Pentacles, a collaboration, working together with others, being more of a leader and recognizing your role. Interesting. I'm not going to clarify the Queen of Swords because that's you, air signs. Let's get into the underlying who or what is this Lovers. That's a lot. Oh, that one came next. So, actually, I think that one came first. I don't know who came first. Oh, wow. Interesting. My nose itches. So, the Lovers, I feel like, is a water sign, whoever your soulmate is. I feel like it's a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. soulmate connection. I will mention soulmates do not have to be lovers, romantic. They can be business partners. They can be, it's a soulmate is literally somebody who comes in and changes your life for always the better. It can feel worse, but in essence, those are the true good soulmates because, oh, I don't know about good, but if hear me out. When it doesn't feel good, it's kind of meant to be that wake up call. So a soulmate is somebody who changes your life, even if it's through hardship or heartache. Anyways, Lover's card. We have the Page of Cups, following your heart. We do have a 10 of Pentacles. I feel like this is, I heard crash and burn. I feel like there's been, the 10 of Pentacles is, oh, that bus is smoking. Long term, a lot of energy. It's grounded stability. But I find it interesting in the reverse. It feels like this wasn't, you might have been in something that was very long term, but it wasn't stable and grounded. With the Tower card, I feel like it's crashing and burning. I literally feel like Aries, Scorpio energy, it's something major is shifting and changing. Like I said, there's something that you're walking away from and something that's coming in because of it. And you're meant to follow your heart. We have a Queen of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Specifically, that's Cancer. I feel like you are moving in calmer waters emotionally and mentally. And you get to rebuild a new opportunity. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, and then we have that on the bottom, the 10 of Cups. I feel like this is a soulmate, a water sign, or somebody who embodies that energy. Kind, caring, compassionate, highly intuitive, psychic. I feel like you're being asked to follow your heart and let whatever is going to crash and burn around you, be it a home. It's something tangible in the 3D. It also talks about something that's been ongoing for some time. That's meant to fall by the wayside. For some of you, like I said, it's a person. And you're meant to, I feel like the water sign is moving you into, you're either going together or they're moving you into, it's a rite of passage. It's emotional and mental clarity after a time of storm and upwards of 10 years, if not longer. With the Ace of Pentacles, it's leading you to a brand new beginning, a brand new opportunity. Could be financial, could be a home, could be all sorts of things. It's something tangible in the 3D. What is this 10 of Cups? I feel like I might have put that one in backwards. 10 of Cups is being clarified by a Queen of Wands, Aries energy, the Page of Wands, and the Fool card. So, did we not? We do have an Aries. It's the Emperor. Interesting. So, the Queen of Wands is Aries energy specifically, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. It's passion, drive, desire, forward momentum. It is charisma. It's being the center of attention. It's somebody who goes after what it is that they truly desire. Now, this could be somebody in your family. You could be embodying this energy. Take it how it resonates. With the Page of Wands, this is somebody who's coming in with passionate communication about a new start, a new opportunity, the Fool card, which is taking a leap of faith, moving past the fear and doing it anyway. If anything, I almost feel like you're embodying this energy, air signs. The Fool, Aquarius, Aries energy. What is the Justice card? Okay, I just feel the need to express that for some of you, it's the Queen, it's the fire sign that you're moving away from, moving towards a water sign. For others of you, it could be reversed, that you're moving away from the water sign and towards the fire sign. Take it how it resonates. I feel more like it's the water, personally. The Hierophant with Justice, a higher level of commitment. This isn't just a higher level of commitment towards another person. Yes, it can be, But it also talks about a higher level of commitment towards your spiritual growth, your ascension, your truth. And for some of you, it's about reaching out to somebody who is like a spiritual guru or a teacher. With the Six of Cups, the Six of Cups is past, right? It's a reminiscent of the past or a reflection onto the past. But I feel like you're committing to moving through things from the past, maybe shifting your perspective or perception. With the Two of Pentacles, I feel like you have been putting forth work, energy, and effort, and it's been exhausting and draining, but you're bringing balance back into that. There could have been something pertaining to commitments as a child that felt very emotional and energetically draining. And by commitments, it could be friends, family, work, whatever. It feels like it's been a juggle for some time. You're finally bringing balance to that part of your life. So, air signs. Number 28, 9 months from now. I feel like that's the distant horizon. I'll be honest with you. It could start tomorrow or today. It may have already started, but I feel like it's playing out over the next 9 months. And I know that's like, oh, so long away. Not really. Like time flies, especially when you're enjoying the journey. All right, I'm going to shuffle and then we will get to the fire signs and I will read the chats. Chatty chat. Okay. Right? 9 months is like 3 minutes away. I know. I feel like Aries, well, it was Aries season. I feel like April just blew by. And now I'm like, we're in May, but we're already, what, today's the 7th? Like, time feels like it goes really fast. More so when things are amazing. I don't know. For me, when things are amazing, it's like, you know, it's normally when you're waiting for something to come in that it seems to take forever. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing. Whatever that energy was, I feel like it was here for the air signs. I heard stagnation. Ooh, vacation of a lifetime. And I like the number 33. It's my lucky number. Well, 3 is one of my lucky numbers, but I was born on 3-3, so I like 33. Happy retirement and exciting vacation of a lifetime. Okay. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. What do you need to hear right now? Aries, Leo, Sag. Ooh, 2 cards. interesting. One. Okay. Fire signs. All right. So, yeah. Always check out your other placements. Also, if you feel the roles are reversed, you can go ahead and swap the rules. Overall energy, we have number 17, action, taking action pertaining to number 6, a contract. Could be a soul contract, could be a business contract. Take it how it resonates. Any kind of contract, you're taking action on it. With pertaining to number 10, a journey. So there could be a journey, a soul journey, or a travel, a trip, and you're meant to be taking action on it. We have the Ace of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. A brand new emotional experience, which could be tied to this journey, to this contract, to this movement forward. We have the 5 of Wands in the reverse. I like it in the reverse. That tells me that there's no drama. But we have a King of Wands in the reverse. So specifically Sag, but it's Aries, Leo, Sag. I feel like that could be your energy, unless you're dealing with another fire sign. The King of Wands in the reverse is somebody who's very selfish. It is somebody who is possibly, I heard, promiscuous. And now I'm getting a ringing in my right ear, high-pitched. It's the energy of somebody who's might be temperamental, hot-headed. It's in shadow energy. If more colorful words come to mind, I'll tell you. And then we have the Justice card in the reverse. Libra energy. Lack of balance. Unbalanced. There's no drama. That's good. But this is somebody in shadow energy, and there's a lack of balance. Hi. In the underlying energy, that which is happening beneath the surface that you may or may not be aware of, we have number 25, deceit. Pertaining to number 37, poverty. So there's deception surrounding poverty. Now, this could be a lot of different things. Deception, you could be self-deceiving yourself, like, oh, I never have enough. Like, being in that poverty mindset is self-deception because, you know, that could be it. And or it could be somebody in your energetic field who is deceiving you about their poverty, whether they are impoverished or not. Poverty to me is an energy. And so it plays out in the 3D. Now, if somebody's being deceptive pertaining to poverty, they could be like, yeah, I don't have the money to pay for it. When in reality, they have like far more than enough to pay for it. So again, it could be your energy. Take it how it resonates. But this King of Wands in the reverse makes me feel like it could be your energy, kind of shisty. Or somebody you're dealing with, kind of like, oh, you know, shadow energy. Like, yeah, that would be deceptive. Like, oh, I can't afford dinner tonight. Or, oh, I forgot my purse or my wallet. And in reality, you left it at home on purpose. Or, you know, you have plenty of money to pay, but you're, you know, it just feels icky, right? We have a 6 of Swords. This is about moving away after a time of turbulence, mentally and emotionally. It's a rite of passage to calmer waters, possibly after dealing with some deceptive poverty energy. We have the Devil card, Capricorn energy. Now, this is going to be the shadow energy. And I will say that it could be somebody that you were dealing with, but let's get real. When you are set in an energy, that's how you call people into you. So if you were dealing with this person, that means that energetically you called them in. So there's never any blameless, there's no need to blame because it's mainly your fault, right? And no need to blame yourself. Just forgive yourself, shift your energy, and move on. The Tower card, Scorpio, Aries energy, major shift and change. This is life changing. So you're moving away from this devil energy, and it is life changing. Let's clarify. I'm curious why we have the King of Wands in the reverse. Curious. What is this Ace of Cups? Brand new emotional experience. What is this? For the fire signs. Ooh, Queen of Wands in the uprights. Aries energy specifically, but I feel like that's you. The Devil card. Capricorn energy. Okay. So, the brand new emotional experience is something you're experiencing. Could also be with another fire sign. Take it how it resonates. The Devil card. So, the Devil card is the shadow energy. For a lot of you, I feel like you're waking up to your energy, that you've been sat in the devil energy. And no shade, we all have shadow energy. And until you fully wake up spiritually and start understanding the laws of the universe and how things work, most people are just in it by default and just live out their lives that way. So there's no shade. I feel like there is the new emotional opportunity that's coming in for you is to, in essence, journey through like a dark night of the soul kind of energy. There also could be a very strong pull or desire within you. We do have the Star card, Aquarius energy, which is having faith in the future and innovation, expansion. With the high, it's also wish fulfillment. With the High Priestess, Pisces energy, specifically following your intuition and your higher guidance. You could even be reaching out to somebody who's highly intuitive, psychic. Tarot readings would also fall into that. So what is this Five of Wands in the reverse? Am I taking that? Nice. Okay. So that Five of Wands in the reverse, again, that means that we're done with the drama. No more drama, right? We have the Three of Cups. It's a time to celebrate. Celebration. Now I'm hearing celebrate good times. Come on. The World card, Capricorn, Aquarius energy. Why are we celebrating? Because you've ended an old cycle. Hopefully it is this. Hopefully this is the cycle you ended. We have the Lovers. It could be that you're ending an old cycle with a soulmate, but I also feel like this coming after the World card tells me that there could be a cycle starting with a new soulmate. The Lovers card, Gemini energy. Soulmates don't have to be romantic. They can be. I'm going to clarify the King of Wands in the reverse because I want to know. I want to know. Okay, King of Wands in the reverse. Nice. I feel like it was you. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It's the truth. Okay, King of Wands in the reverse, that shadow energy with the Queen of Swords, Libra energy, the Hermit card, Virgo energy, and the Empress, Taurus, Libra energy. I'm feeling called to say some of you are in this right now, and this is how it's going to play out. Some of you are moving through it currently. The Queen of Swords, Libra energy, is about balance. It's about focus. It's also about cutting out people, places, and situations that don't serve you. So if this was somebody you were dealing with, on a slim chance that it's not your energy, you embodied this Libra energy and cut it out. For the majority of you, I feel like you did some soul searching and started shifting your own energy. The Hermit card, again, akin to a spiritual awakening, is when you take time apart from people, places, and situations and really get to know the true you. And I don't mean the true you physical meat suit sitting here. I'm talking about the higher self you, the spiritual you. Really having a spiritual awakening, finding out what you're truly passionate about and your wish fulfillment, what it is that your north node, even what you're destined to do here in this 3D. With the Empress, it feels like rebirth. Taurus Libra energy, this is about new beginnings. It is turning your dreams into reality. It is also prosperity and abundance. And in walks the Ace of Cups. Once we make that shift, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. What is the Justice in the reverse? Transmutation, Scorpio energy with the Death card. Nice. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay. That Justice in the reverse, that lack of balance, you're shifting that. You're shifting the ish out of it. You're shifting the shift out of it. And bringing in a brand new passionate beginning. Magic, passion, drive, forward momentum, action towards what? Balance, and even possibly a windfall coming in for you financially. I feel like you're committing to your spiritual growth. What is the Six of Swords? One more, please. Yeah. So that Six of Swords, you need to do the Hermit, right? So the Hermit is like the spiritual awakening. It's when we, in my opinion, the Hermit is kind of when we get to a point where, all right, I'm done. I don't know what to do anymore. I need to just, like, Jesus, take the wheel kind of energy. It is Virgo energy. And I feel like once you go within, you start understanding who you truly are, what you truly are, your passions, your drives, your desire, your destiny, your fate, is when you're moving into, that's when you realize that this 3D isn't as serious as we all make it. And that your perspective shifts and life becomes so much easier. It's when you take that rite of passage towards calmer emotional and mental waters. With the Eight of Wands, it comes in quick. You could even be receiving your manifestations very quickly thereafter that. Also, the understanding of how to manifest on purpose. Gemini, Virgo energy. You're putting forth the work energy and effort to clear out this devil energy. What is the devil? Oh, there he is on the bottom again. So the devil is being clarified by the Ten of Cups. There could have been a family situation. It could have even been your family growing up, upwards of 10 years, if not longer. I feel like this is more talking about your family, like you're growing up. Things that were instilled in you. Like, so when we're kids and something happens, we kind of go into defensive mode and figure out our way. It's manipulation. And there's no shade again. We're kids. We don't know what else to do. Some of us, resort to throwing a tantrum to get our way. And so we grow up into adults and the tantrum kind of shifts. Like we don't necessarily, well, some people, we don't necessarily scream and cry, but we use other manipulative tantrum-like methods. So I feel like these are things that you've done through your lifetime. With the Fool card, I honestly feel as though for some of you, this is talking about the fact that you were afraid to take a leap of faith and a dive into the truth of what you've been doing, who you truly are. But I also feel like this is a fear of taking a new direction or ending an old cycle, kind of like there's chaos and there's comfort in the chaos. With the Hanged Man in the reverse, also, I feel like some of you dove into new things far too much. Almost like a defense mechanism. Like, I just keep seeing somebody hopping, like keep it moving, moving from one thing to the next. With the Hanged Man in the reverse, that feels to me like a lack of perspective, clarity, truth. And again, wow. It's all your shadow with Capricorn on the Devil. I don't know. The glare is a glare. Temperance card, divine timing. All of this is meant to transpire in divine timing, which feels like it's pretty much now-ish. Six of Swords, again, is the same card that we just read. That's in divine timing. You're moving out of this energy and dropping the burdens. This feels like family burdens. And I don't mean like, I mean childhood family burdens. Could have even been ancestral that's been passed along. What is the Tower? So this major shift and change is with the Page of Swords in the reverse. I feel like whatever lack of clarity, truth, honesty, the deception, the poverty, that's coming crashing down. The Sun in reverse, to me, Leo energy, is that comfort in the chaos energy. It's like, yeah, I'm still happy. Sun in reverse. Sun is happy regardless of what direction. But there's no creative, there's no prosperity, abundance. There's no ultimate joy. It's like I have no truth and clarity, so I'm happy in the ignorance or you know, the lack of knowledge of who and what I am, and that things can change and that there are better things out there once you heal and rejuvenate and meditate and open to receive guidance, intuition, and downloads. Wow, fire signs. Okay. Number 14, next winter. Interesting. I feel like, again, some of you are on this journey now. Things have been happening beneath the surface, of course. But I also feel like whatever is transpiring in your life, which feels like a lot, awakenings, awareness, understanding, spiritual awakenings, all sorts of goodness coming through for you. I will say that next winter is not that far off. So for some of you, it's going to take that long to understand that this is your message. For others of you, this is when the good stuff really starts coming in because you're moving through it right and now. Okay, read the chat. Hi, Gigi's family. Thank you, Alex. Okay. I don't see any super chats. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and jump out of here. I've got a busy schedule. I truly appreciate you all. I will be leaving the timestamps. Thank you all for the likes, shares, subscribes. I truly appreciate you. And I will see you all on Friday. See you later.